So we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. We're going to look at two different Jordans, and we're going to take a guess as to which one is worth more. We're going to talk about the raw value and then the PSA 10 value. And all these prices are going to be via price charting app. So when you scan, I'll be going by those prices. So not eBay prices, but I'll be doing that scan price. So the first question I have is, which one would you guess is worth more? So here we have the AW1. Now, I had a wax box of 36 packs. I was seeking out this AW1 because I'm looking for a high quality, potentially a grade 10 AW1 that's hard to come by. This is an AW1. I wouldn't say it's a grade 10. There's just a little too much wear and tear on there. But raw, we're talking the value of this. So this is a 1991, 1992 hologram card. So it's a special edition. A lot of people have them, so I don't want to say they're hard to come by, but they're rare within the pack. So I think I have a few John Stockton holograms. I have an Alvin Robertson hologram, and obviously I have this one. I actually have the AW4 Michael Jordan hologram. That's being graded right now. I'm crossing my fingers for a grade 10 on that. We'll see how we do. But anyways, this is the AW1 1991-92. So that we'll talk about the price of that in a second. And I'm comparing that one to the 1989 All-Star Jordan. So now the hologram clearly jumps. It's a special card. However, anything pre-90 of Jordan, I'm always going to be excited about. I'm always going to want it. It's a great card. So the question is, which one is worth more? So I will count down 3, 2, 1. If you guess the AW1 hologram card, you are correct. This one is worth more than the 89 All-Star. So now let's talk numbers. So it's actually not a great comparison in the sense that one is clearly more valuable than the other. This hologram. So the raw value of this card as of now, at the time that I scan this, $8.41. So this card by itself, raw, $8.41. That's what you could reasonably sell it at. Probably be pretty easy to sell at $5. The PSA 10 value is $727, a little more than that. So if this were a high quality card, in mint condition, I would be sending it in. I don't have the PSA 9 on there, but in my notes, but I believe it's in just above the 60s. So it's like maybe or I should say mid 60s rather. So I think it's like $64, $65. So the problem is, if you think it's going to be a 9 or lower, you start getting to a point where sending it in, getting it graded is not financially worth it. So it's probably better to, this is why I love ripping, because if you pull these cards, one, it's so much fun to pull a card like this. I mean, what a treat that is when you're not expecting it. And then when you sell it, you can sell it for $7 or $8 and make a little profit, and that honestly just funds more ripping. So again, that's the AW1 hologram. That's the higher value one at $8.41 raw, $727 and change if it were grade 10. And now for this one here, I'm not sure what you would guess this to be. This is actually lower than I would have guessed before I scanned it. So I kind of thought anything pre-90 for Jordan was going to be of, high value. And by high value, I mean maybe $4 or $5 raw. In this case, the scan value, again, according to price charting app, is $1.99 raw. So it's a $2 card. Great card. I love this card. This is a card that I'll hold on to because it's a sharp card. The PSA 10 value is a little over $120. So $120.44. So that's if it's in perfect condition, centered right, everything looks great. This card's actually in pretty good condition. I wouldn't risk it, to be honest, because if it's anything lower than a PSA 10, it's no longer going to be worth it to send it in to PSA to get it graded. Any potential profit there is kind of lost in the cost of getting it graded. So one of the things I'm learning as I collect more cards is you know, it's usually easier if you get a good raw card. It's usually easier to just sell those versus taking a chance and getting something graded. I'm not against grading. I'm just, you know, as somebody who's new, it just seems that more often than not, unless you feel so confident it's going to be a 9.5 or a 10, it's really not worth it. But anyways, these are the two cards. If you said the hologram is the more valuable one, congratulations, you are correct. It's such a sharp card. Look at that. You can see the red in the uniform over here, despite the fact that it's a hologram card. Such a great card. Also a great card, the 1989 NBA All-Star Game Michael Jordan card. They're both great cards. They're fun to have in my personal collection. Peace.